What do we need for this? 25 super alloy. I got that.
You know what work is, you do.
Boom.
Okay, that's it from our side. Now all that's left is to christen the launch ramp.
You heard the man. The systems are ready and the shuttles are in position.
Yeah, some
Just
people say
start the
algae,
countdown.
and some people say algae.
You don't have to, like,
They're both
make
legit.
reports and stuff. I'm just curious how it's getting along.
I don't know, for some reason, like the soft G, it's just like what's the other one? Other word people say. Oh, like gigawatt versus gigawatt. That's another thing. It's like it's funny these words that sort of shift in how sounds are pronounced, sort of irrespective of how they're spelled. All right, we can start a project over here. Finalize the launch pad. Okay, can I do the other upgrade? Oh, it's just gotta finish. Okay. I want to go to the moon. To the moon!
Spaceport, ready for development.
Nice, there we go. 30 graphene, we got that.
5,
Boom!
4, 3, 2,
Right, just like
1.
adhesive versus adhesive, right? Do you pronounce the H or not? Do you pronounce the H in white and where? Some people do. And yes, GIF versus GIF. The source of many a holy wars on the internets. I do like this animation. This looks really cool. To the moon! Income is a bit low for a moon colony. Yeah, I agree. We're gonna... because we've built some extra industry.
Historic moment. The eyes of the world are upon you.
6,500
Phase 3
isn't
has begun.
terrible, but yeah.
The
Moon
second
development
wave
is
has
super
begun.
duper expensive.
You came a long way, but there's still another 250,000 miles to cross for you. Your colonists are waiting for orders.
You can handle risks like that, can't you?
Hey, Battle Hunter. I think you can buy another sector in the Arctic. I think you can begin the next step in the graphene generator project. Yes, I believe... well, I don't know if I can buy a whole other sector in the Arctic. Certainly, there's more islands to develop over there. And, yeah, this thing here... Where was the graphene generator? It was this thing here, wasn't it? Oh, we can collect it, is what we do. I don't know if there's another upgrade level. We can complete this Fortune Hunter. Yeah, rewards graphene generator improvement. Okay, so we will get more upgrades. That's probably a good idea to keep getting more graphene. But let's see what we can do to increase our income. Increasing our income basically involves having more population, having more higher level population. Now you notice I can't upgrade anyone right now, and that's because there's a requirement.
Yes,
like
please.
you need a certain amount of people at a lower level before you can get more people at the higher level. So really right now, if I want more cash, I can just build a bunch more houses. Obviously it will require more stuff, but that's okay. So let's go and get some of these more big residences. We'll make a big block of these guys. So just by virtue of having more buildings, now more things are allowed to be upgraded. I may as well upgrade this new block. They're a bit short on information for continued upgrades. That's fine. We can provide them with a little bit of information over here. Like so. There we go. More upgrade possibilities. There we are. So you can see our income is going up quite a bit. Now, the question is, with these upgrades and new buildings, are we running low on stuff? Answer, yes, we do need a little bit more of our, not fruit, we need a little bit more of the soy plantation. I moved you over here. This is my rice farm, not soy. Rice. And the limit is reached to there, but now we've got an excess of that, which is good. We are running low on vitamin drinks, on our vitamins. So this fruit plantation, okay, I can't add any more fruit. So I need a new fruit plantation. Right over here. Okay, and let me go ahead and do a little bit of upgrading. Adds cost, but, you know, then I don't have to worry about it later on. And then we'll make some fruit juices. There we go. Because then I can upgrade some more things. Oh, we're short on power. So let me get another hydroelectric dam, because, or not hydroelectric,
Energy demand too high.
but wind turbines.
Countermeasures recommended.
There we are. Pop off that. Okay, power is good. Logistics still stable. Everything is going up. Technically, we're a bit low on fruit, but that's okay. So we're not going to be producing all the fruit juice we can, but we've got a ridiculous amount of fruit juice excess. Okay. We can level up some more houses over here. And there, and then, yeah, we don't have the population to level up anything more. I probably won't level up anymore. We're just going to check to make sure things are stable. And yeah, looks like we are currently good. And we're now going to make over 10,000 a minute. I'm just going to let it sit here on the screen until the population goes up as high as it can and we max out our income. Because when you leave this area sort of becomes frozen. It does lock in your income, but it won't change. It won't sort of grow and cap out your population anymore. Cheers. Bum 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 bum. Oh, there was another fruit plant right over here. I still wish that you could get little icons above. Maybe there's a way, but like if I hover over fruit, I would like all the fruit buildings to be highlighted. Wouldn't that make a lot of sense? Because, I mean, there's a visually sort of cohesive style going on in this game. Which means that sometimes things fit in a little bit more. I might just bulldoze this. Well, no, we still have slightly, technically, a shortage of fruit, so I won't bulldoze it. I should go ahead and do that. Bring us up to a fruit surplus. Not that the deficit was really hurting us, but let's do that. Okay, we're still good on logistics, still good on power, population. What's the fast forward button? No, not spacebar, that's not what I wanted. It's not tab. There is a button to fast forward the game, and I don't remember what it is. Speed game up, plus slow game down. And you just hold it, right? You don't like tap it. Yeah, while you're holding it, it speeds the game up. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold this for a sec. It looks like the population has stabilized at 10,273. That's across my entire world. And it looks my income is stabilized at 9,700. Okay. So I could go and build more houses to get more income, but I think we're going to be good here. Let's to the moon. All right. Lunar sector. Yeah, because I can't buy another sector over here in the Arctic. I can get more islands, but these are full of competitors, as far as I know.
And be careful. As far as we know, the Orbital Watch has overtaken most of the LEC's colonies. Up there, you'll be on your own.
Okay. Let's go to the Iwamoto crater. I like these projects for rare materials. That's quite nice because then I have to do fewer side quests and fewer combat zone missions. I don't like the combat zone missions in this game. I think they're kind of eh. So we're going to do that. Take over this sector. You can buy the blue ones. Oh, I can buy out some of my competitors. I see.
Of the lunar
Is there any reason to do that? I mean, I'm not maxed out in the
Your
current
shuttles
sector.
have arrived at the designated settlement territory. You are required to establish a lunar colony there and begin helium-3 extraction. The development of a stable fusion reactor is your primary objective. Additional information. Hostile activities detected near your settlement territory. Be careful.
So to buy out another sector, you need to surpass their company level and have a ton of cash. Do I want to? Actually, what's interesting is I don't necessarily need to go to the moon quite yet. The reason you go to the moon is because there's resources you can only get here.
Here you are, the moon. Your
And you need that for
very
some
own
upgrades,
piece of
but I
it.
don't necessarily need the upgrades right this second.
Fact is, this sector has been exposed to frequent meteorite impacts in the past. Their fragments can act as sources for rare elements from outer space. But let's not take the second step before the first. The establishment of a lunar base should be your sole priority now. Safety requirements demand you only found moon colonies and craters. They offer the best protection against cosmic radiation and meteor impacts.
So the moon's interesting because so there's no sea, obviously, except for the Sea of Tranquility. So you don't have a boat. You have a little rover guy, who's kind of cool.
Affirmative.
Yeah, little meteor impacts there. And so we're gonna go and we're gonna live. This is a tiny crater. We should go for the bigger one. Where do we actually?
Copy that.
Where do we claim the big one? There it is, right here.
On our way.
Everyone knows bigger is better. Choose to go to the moon, not because it's easy, because it is hard.
Underway.
That's right. Choose to go to the moon and do the other things. Not because it is easy, but because it is hard. Hard. I should practice my sort of New England, Boston sort of accent for my Fallout stuff.
Affirmative.
Alright, claim this
You
site.
have the nerve to challenge us in our own territory.
Yeah. So building on a moon is super duper expensive.
Not to ignore my warnings.
And you have to keep everything within that, like, shielded dome. Because otherwise, you know, asteroids. Or meteorites, rather. So we need a population of, what, 25? 25 people. 10 living units, 25 people. So... no shield protection there.
A small step for me.
Alright. So that will be 10 living
Construction
units.
of new building types possible.
Like so. Then we need to build and connect a small shield generator, which will give us more building space. 15,000 credits to do that. So a bit reminiscent of building in the Arctic.
The moon has no atmosphere. Even the tiniest meteor particles could do tremendous damage to your colony. Energy shields prevent that.
Gregor! Gers! Thank you very much.
Under provision of
It's official. The sector holds the first colony to meet the standards of the Lunar Licensing Program. No cause for complaints. Don't
All right.
leave our good old Earth out of the picture, though. To send your lunar yield down, you must establish additional landing stages for cargo shuttles.
Okay, we need some oxygen here. Otherwise my people are all going to suffocate. Oh, you built it there. I thought it was a mining one. No, okay. So let's go ahead and get some oxygen generation going on over here. We need... Oh, what do you need for that? Oh, moon ice, right. We mine moon ice and then separate out the oxygen. There we go. Okay, so now we are good that way. So what do people need for leveling up? They will need rejuvenators, bioenhancers, and repair bits. But we've set it up. It is just costing us money right now. But let's go ahead and see if we can get to the next level. Build you up that way. And let's get a couple more residences. Who dat? RoboJeb! I noticed I was still alive so far in RimWorld. Consider this a bribe to keep me alive to the end. RoboJeb, I will endeavor to do so. Do you want to get off the planet, or do you want to
It's amazing how big
Do you want to stay? Like when I built the ship.
Such a short time.
Make sure we've got a little bit of titanium, and I think we need titanium plating to build. So we're gonna want to get that underway before I run out of material. There we go. Just make sure we've got a basic foundation of that. I do like the effect of like when the meteorites hit the shield. That's quite cool. Okay, start upgrading your spaceport, which I think we have to do to be able to trade back and forth. Takes 25 titanium plates.
Caution. Convoy of unidentified vehicles just crossed sector border.
Hello? Do you read me?
Titanium for the
Please come
white.
in.
Yes, that's right. Titanium white.
I'm Xander
Very important for
Haynes.
painting.
Sorry to invade
you're
your
Bob Ross.
territory, but as I see it, we have the same enemy. I speak for the Lunar Excavation Corps, if you still acknowledge it.
I gotta say,
Yes,
these like
yes, the sheep run back to
vehicles and
those
stuff
who
look
won't
really
shield
cool.
them. Beware, the wolves
Shush, you.
are at the door.
butt face. I'm sorry, I had to use some hard language there, but you know, he really is a butt face.
Listen, I was told to keep this confidential, but you see, LEC fugitives secretly fled to Earth. The Global Union didn't find a proper solution, so they transferred them to Arctic protectorates. And now I've been informed that Drake is leading a battle fleet there to annihilate them. Please, you must step in.
Okay, well, I don't care about reaching the next corporate... sorry, I don't care about doing the crisis sector missions. So we will work on the next corporate level. For now, I think I'm going to leave the moon, and we will go ahead and give some love back home to try to make some more money to help fund more lunar stuff right now. Because obviously, we're just barely scraping by over here. We're going to soon start to run a deficit, which is no good. You are complaining about stimulants. I believe we can build stimulants over there, can't we? Look at that. Battle Hunter!
Yo,
Can you
fancy
build the
doing
monumental bridge in
assignments
your
for some
temperate
of my
area?
other customers?
I don't think
They're
so. I think
waiting.
I've got the quest for the next level of the graphene thing, but I don't know about the bridge yet. We'll see.
To do.
But we're gonna, yeah. I like the sector projects. They're really fun. All right. Stimulants. Can I build stimulants here? Yes, I can. So what's our status? We are just short on stimulants. We'll also need the rest of the stuff. We'll need more algae production. Now I assume, so yeah, deep water coral rather. So deep water coral, we've got some of that already, presumably for one of these. Fishing, fishing.
Attention. Under provision of specific consumer goods detected.
Well, I don't have that many freaking coastal sites. And they definitely all look the same.
We don't have the military means to deal with this. It might be a different matter for you.
Shut up! I want them to stop spamming me with crap when I'm building. Okay. Hang on. This was fish. This was fish. I must already be producing coral on one of my coasts of my island. This is actually a different bit. Guess I could just follow my roads. What the shit? No one's got anything in the chat. Whatever, we'll just build a new one. And connect it via road. Alright. And we'll go ahead and upgrade you. We've got lots of petroleum. Yeah, okay. So we've got a net of 6 right now. So the Pharma Lab. Do this, get enough of the heat sort of area. I think that'll be a good spot for a house. -8. How do we, hold on. Make sure I can get a house here and there. And then take this guy and just wrap it around behind so that we can extend the heat shield. And one more. Technically have a bit of a deficit of the corals, but there we go. New buildings available, yay! There, let's upgrade these
Construction
guys.
options expanded.
Feels like we're really not getting a whole lot of this. Like, stimulants are hard to come by. Right? Is it just me, or it definitely feels that way? Got some extra houses in here where we've got heat. It's so hard to, like, find places where you can actually stick a house on this map. Yeah, see, that's no good. There you go. A little bit more tax money. No heat source. Let me go that way, so we've got a little bit of room maybe to expand. Obviously, we will have to provide them with more goods, but we will make a bit more money. Temperate place is the easiest place to make money, I find. It's a lot easier to place a lot of buildings. You guys are short a bit of community. This does not spread heat. Okay, well, let's build more stimulants, I guess. Coral farm. Coral! Yeah, it seems a little odd to me. Why do you produce so little? Damn. Make sure your logistics, right over here. And let's let's get you a couple extra of those. Alright, we've got a net gain of coral. I think we can probably put on one more of these modules here. There we go. Limit reached, and then we'll have to build a new stimulant factory. May as well build it over here. And try to get as much... I think that is enough room. There we go, for housing that will be heated. So now let me move this one over that way, just for better fitting. Nope, stop using the move tool. And then, oh, I want to do the same thing, where I grab some houses. Put it here, and then see if... extend the heat thing. Okay, well, we're producing enough stuff. But yeah, this is actually kind of a pain in the butt. I guess that's one of the reasons you don't try to go for a high population in your Arctic area. Ooh, and now they want, is it this area? They want fancy foods? They do want fancy foods. Well, we probably won't do that here. I think I'll probably leave it at the current state of balance. Oh, you need more canned food. How's your fish? Okay, we have enough fish. And we have canneries over here. We'll probably need more fish in a second here. Yeah, now we're short on fish. So this fishing harbor, we can double up on that. And now a bit short on power. Rather than building a new power thing, what I'm going to do is make it so that these take a little bit less energy. There we go. So now we're good on energy. We're still a little short on fish. Would you like some fish? What character does that? It's a Tuskar in Hearthstone. Which Tuskar is it? What does he do? He's not funnel cakes, obviously. I don't remember. Okay, a little bit short on the goddamn corals. We will run low on them at some point, and then we won't get quite enough stimulants, but I think we're just going to have to deal with that. Okay, let's go back to the temperate area. This is the way we really make money. There's one who summons the totem. Thank you very much. Who's very cool. It's too bad Shaman right now is a little bit weak and constructed, because I always like playing the Shaman. Shaman is still my best class for arenas. I don't know why. But for me, Shaman works very well in arena for me. But yeah, in constructed, it's a little weak. Yeah, it's too bad, because I like the totem play. It's really cool. Alright, let's spam out a ton of houses here. And then we'll deal with trying to make them work after. Ton of houses. So we get a much bigger tax base. We'll actually try to, like, fill this island. Because then we can add more islands. Maybe give it a little gap over there for a road. Do this. Grab that. Roadify all that stuff. Good. Let's do another block like that. Actually, we'll need... run a road there. Boom. Lots of house. Much house. Very residential. Okay. They want some information. We'll give them that. Certainly we're going to be running a deficit of stuff, but we'll deal with that in a second. Let's do a bunch of upgrades. It's level 2. Level 2. And then are we out of... Here we are.
Thank you. With a big corporation like yours backing them,
We need to wait for some more
custodians could set up
biopolymer.
defense works. For now, they were able to stop Drake's ships and protect the fugitives.
I must thank you. Without you, there would be nothing left of our protectorates.
Alright, see, I didn't have to do that crisis
Each
mission.
time you stop one of Virgil...
Yeah. I probably should do the side quest to improve the graphene generator. Let's look at that in a second. Finalize the spaceport in the crater, in the moon's crater. We can wait on that a little bit longer. Let's go ahead and do some more upgrading here. Okay, so how are we looking now? We're going to be running a big deficit of some stuff. Indeed, we need more organic food. That'll be number 1 to deal with. Did I not have... See, I've got this rice field over here that's got sort of... Oh, this is a standalone rice farm with no upgrades. So let's move you somewhere we've got some more room. Let's move you to there. Rice, rice. And the limit is reached. Okay, so now we've got a big excess of rice, which is okay. A little bit short on water. I think these are desalination plants, right? I think they're max. There's this one. Did we have another one? Yeah, another one here, which is maxed. Okay. Ta-da, ta-da. Let's go ahead. We've got enough bits for some upgrades. Let's go and get the reduced logistics requirement. How many logistics does it use? 7. So we've got... That's not the one I want. So now it'll be down to 5, 3, 1 logistics. There we go. So you're spending some of your rare materials to prevent you from having to build something else, which is nice. Oh, Quivering Cactus, I totally missed your donation. Terribly sorry. I love almost every game you play on stream/YouTube's favorite or Democracy 3, and especially Railraid Tycoon 3. I love to see them again. Yeah. Looking forward, Democracy 3, there's going to be a Democracy Africa, which is going to be awesome to play, which is going to be different. And Railroad Tycoon, though, I really should do another Railroad Tycoon soon. Bit of complaints about lack of security over here. Let's go ahead and get another police station in this neck of the woods. Can I fit it in there? Negative. Let's do that. Satisfy some more people. So income is skyrocketing here, and we're just going to keep sort of building up this area as much as we can. At some point, we'll hit a bit of a limit because it'll need some stuff that gets imported from elsewhere. We could, we're making 20 biopolymers per minute, so I guess I don't need to actually import some more. We just need to be a bit patient. Get some more biopolymer. Goods overview. Running a deficit of rejuvenators. That's okay. And yeah, see, we've got this bridge project.
Here is perfectly suited to support a bridge to the other side. Building one here will give you access to new construction ground.
Oh, I can do that right away. All required instrument.
Bridge construction started.
Oh, okay. Oh, so is there no dock on this side? Oh, so these islands I couldn't have just expanded to by building a dock. I got a bridge across, and then presumably the same thing will be here. Alright. Cool. I like it. Okay, well, while we wait for some of those resources to come up, let's grab my command ship, and let's go and do this questy thing over here. We got to pick up this drone, and then we got to go and use that drone to kill these thingamabobs over here. Boom, boom, boom. And we're going to start improving our graphene generator. Okay.
On our way.
Just got to bring it within range over there. That should kill that.
Copy that.
I think there's another one over here. Yep.
Roger.
What are these things anyway? Spy drones or something? Doesn't really say.
On our way.
Come on, attack drone. Come on, get within range. Go, go. Pew, pew, pew. And
Roger.
then over here. And then, while that's happening, we can go and upgrade more of our buildings. And we have to wait for more biopolymer. Tab, tab. See my command ship.
On our way.
Finish that off.
That was
Hey, Billy Sweets, you have 2 codes for Total War Arena?
Thank you so much.
Cool. If you want, send the codes to Sencha or Mace, and they can coordinate the
Do you
giveaway.
want to help me field test it?
We just have to have 3 security departments, maintain them for 10 minutes. Okay, well,
Affirmative.
that's just gonna happen, so we'll just wait. Umbrella Droid! Hope you are well. Still have your hoodie present on the way. Oh, sweet. Small delay due to college work, but haven't forgotten about you. Well, thank you very much, Umbrella Droid. I'm really looking forward to that. There's someone else who has just been emailing me and is going to be sending a box of chocolates from somewhere that I'm very excited about. Although he did make me promise to share with Essentia. I don't know. If she doesn't know that I'm getting a box of chocolates, then that means I don't have to share, right? She's not watching the stream, is she? It is a damn shame that it is difficult to mail like whiskeys and things like that. A lot of people have wanted to do that. Unfortunately, in Canada, it's very difficult / impossible to just mail booze. So we'll have to limit it to just chocolate. This is still being constructified. Oh no, it's ready for completion.
Under provision
10
of
iridium.
specific consumer.
Paperwork's done. It's yours.
Bridge day.
Congratulations. New achievement gained.
It looks awesome too. Just looks great.